Good afternoon, this is Darnell from Porsche of Ocala. Just want to take a moment to show you this beautiful 2016 Porsche Macan in black. Just wanted to go over some of the options that this vehicle has, as well as some of the standard equipment that some people may not know about. One of which will start here in the front. A lot of people don't know that you have active vents in the front of the Macan. You can barely see them now, but what they do is they actually open and close on their own to actually bring air into the vehicle to improve in performance of the vehicle. This car does have the premium package, so you get a couple things with that. You have the parking sensors in the front and rear of the vehicle and a backup camera. This car is equipped with 19-inch Macan turbo wheels. You have the side blades matching the exterior color. Typically they come in a matte black, but you can get them, it's optional to get them in carbon fiber as well as to match the exterior of the car. You do have gloss black trim around the windows. The standard, the Macan has the 3D design taillights. They're full LED. The Macan S has the signature quad exhaust tips. Again, you have the 4 sensors, so it's going to be hard to see in the lighting. And the backup camera back here. As a standard, you have the power tailgate on the Macan. What's nice about this option is the fact that you can adjust the height. Most of the time, if you have the ability to adjust the height, it's pre-programmed settings. With Porsche, you can do it a little differently, so you can pull it down just a little bit, press and hold the button here. It beeps. Now it's stored within the memory of the car. So every time you open it, it opens to the height that you want it to open to. And this is good for putting vehicles in a garage, or maybe if someone isn't tall enough to actually reach it at its full height. In the back, you do have spots where you could tie something down to keep it from flying around. Underneath, you get a full-size temporary spare. You have your privacy shade back there so no one can see the contents of your trunk. Let's go around to the side. As we go inside, you'll see you have the standard interior in black. Okay, you have a 40-20-40 split. So if you were to pull the seats down just from this side alone, it'll come down like so, where it's going to show the center section as well as the left part, which is going to be a 60-40 split. But if you wanted to, you can reach in the center and actually pull the center down, or just the other side. You do have, with the premium package, heated seats in the front and rear of the vehicle, and you have vents in the back so your passengers can stay cool or warm, and then you have a 12-volt outlet back there for them as well. Let's go up front. You have your memory package, so you have 2 settings for the seats, and then the setting for your key. This vehicle does have the lane change assist equipped on it. So that's going to be this glowing button right here. That's going to actually be your blind spot detection. So the car uses a radar system. If someone's in the rear of the car and you're within your blind spot, on the mirror, and this little block here, it's going to light up in an orange color. Now as we step inside the Macan, you have the steering wheel design taken straight from the 918 Spider. It's a multi-function steering wheel. On the left side, you have your volume control. You have a button to answer the phone. You have this diamond-shaped button, which I'll come back to in a second. And you have the button to hang up the phone, your back button, and then this roller to cycle through your TFT display. This vehicle is equipped with a PCM with navigation. It's completely touchscreen. You have your quick access keys underneath. You have your volume control on the left here, and then this knob here will actually allow you to scroll through the options as well as select them if you don't want to utilize the touchscreen. This car does have a PDK, which is Porsche's double clutch transmission. That's found in the 911, the Boxsters, the Caymans, and even the Panamera. It's a transmission designed for sports cars. The Macan is a very sporty vehicle. It's 7 speeds, shifts in an instant. You got, like I said, you have the heated seats. You have your standard sport mode. You have your PSM, which is Porsche Stability Management. You have your off-road mode, and considering the vehicle's all-wheel drive, it'll stay in the all-wheel drive mode as a standard, but if you hit the off-road button, it'll act more like a four-wheel drive system, a 4x4 system. Then you have your automatic start and stop function. Engine will shut down on its own when you come to a stop to conserve fuel. You can deactivate the feature by pushing in this button. Now, very quickly, I'm just going to go over a little bit of the TFT display because it's really important. This is one of the best things Porsche has put on these cars. You have your main menu here, which shows you a number of things. You can customize this display if you like. Right now, it's showing your oil temperature, your oil pressure, and your coolant temperature. If you click in here, you can access your settings for that display, as well as all of the settings for the car. So there's no reason for you to be focused on the radio. You can keep your hands on the steering wheel and your eyes ahead of you while adjusting your settings. You have your audio function, so you can look at your presets as well as individual stations. Your phone settings, so you can access your call history as well as your contacts. Your map. This will show the map the same way as the PCM here. You can make them so that they're identical. When you put it in directions, it'll actually, you'll see your directions here, you'll see the lines showing you which way to go, but you also get this screen here, which will allow you to actually see your turn-by-turn directions. If you were coming up to, let's say, a fork in the road, it'll show you a detailed description so that you know exactly which way to go. You have your trip computer, you have your tire pressure sensors, and then you have your torque distribution. Considering this is an all-wheel drive and Porsche is a performance brand, it'll show how the power goes from the rear wheels to the front. Most of the time it's going to go to the rear first, and then with how sophisticated the all-wheel drive system is, it'll transfer the power to the front so that you stay stable. And then you go back around to the main menu. Now this diamond-shaped button right now, as a standard, it's set so that it switches between your media options, but you can actually customize it for a number of things. One of which, and this is a pretty interesting example, instead of reaching over into the center console and hitting the automatic start-stop button, realistically, you can set this button to deactivate your automatic start and stop or reactivate it. Porsche sticks to heritage, so the key's still on the left side of the steering wheel. You do have automatic headlights with fog lights. And before I end the video, just to go back to what I was mentioning earlier, the hood, the Macan has a very unique hood design that wraps around the fenders. So you got your 3-liter V6 twin turbo engine. Produces 340 horsepower, 339 pound-foot of torque. And again, you have the open vents that draw in air that actually helps the air come up and go through the channels that are in the hood that lead directly to your intake system. So it's a very unique and performance-driven design. You see there's an opening for your headlights. Again, it's just a quick video on the Macan S. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Darnell, and hopefully we'll speak soon. Thank you.